Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon, also known as Branmatt, and welcome to yet another StarCraft II replay. Today we're going to be looking at a game from the ladder. This is not a professional game, but this is two, I believe, Masters level players. So spawning here on the bottom right hand corner of Newkirk Precinct is Kvassten, I believe is how you say it, and he'll be spawning again as our blue Terran player. And over here in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning as our red Protoss player is our Arnovic. Our red Protoss player. I believe I already said that, but our red Protoss player in the bottom left-hand corner is Arnovic. He's going to be throwing down his typical pylon as well as the typical supply depot. Again, I believe this is 1v1 Masters. I'll have to double-check that. I'll definitely correct myself in the description below if I did mess any of that up. But this, again, is a Masters level game. And if you want to, you can submit replays to scbranmatt@gmail.com. I love casting these lower level games. I like casting the pro games, but these games are always fun as well. Because even though they might not be pro level, some of them are very good as well. And sometimes we see really wacky strategies, so I enjoy casting these games. But here we see Arnovic sending out his first probe, and he's going to be looking around. We see this gateway here as well. He threw that down. Typical timing here, rallying that to the front ramp there and sending out his probe. He's going to be scouting down here. There's only two spawn locations on this map, the bottom left and bottom right hand corner. We see a refinery down already from Kvassten, as well as his first barracks is going to be finishing up here in just a couple of seconds. Didn't do the normal Terran wall off where you put a barracks and a supply depot, but that's perfectly fine as long as he's able to defend fairly well with that. As a pylon down here in the corner, which makes me wonder if he's going to put some sort of hidden Stargate, maybe even Dark Templars if he's feeling awfully brave. Cybernetics core coming down as well, and also has an assimilator. But I don't know. This is quite a positioning. Normally, if you're trying to scout for any sort of early drops, you put it over here, which makes me suspect that he's trying to hide it from any sort of units flying in, and maybe trying to put some sort of hidden structure there. So I don't know. We'll have to see. An SCV coming out now for Kvassten. He's going to be heading right in here. We'll see most of the base, everything there is to see. Again, this is just standard buildings for both Terran and Protoss, so there's nothing too crazy out here. Checking in, making sure there's no sort of expansions out yet, and a Reaper coming in. And if we look, he's actually now just putting on a reactor as well to that barracks. Throwing down an early expansion, and Kvassten will search this out right away. We'll be able to see the second base come down immediately. So he has all the information as to what Arnovic is doing at the moment. So he knows everything that's going on here. Also, the mothership core just coming out. So fairly typical here. Kvassten opting to go for an early expand as well. Only has, again, one barrack, so it's just going to be a typical one barrack expansion and getting the reactor that we saw coming down earlier. So we'll be able to pump out those Marines, keep them at the front here for defense. I don't think, if we look in the units, yeah, there is not any units aside from the mothership core that are actually out yet for Arnovic. So we're not actually going to see any sort of zealots or stalkers or anything that's going to come out just yet. There's his first stalker actually, and this Reaper's going to head out. I don't think he got any probe kills. If we look here in the units kill, we do see actually he did get one worker kill, which is a 2 major, but able to get pushed out there by that stalker. And he's going to just hover around here, see if he can spot anything. And this expansion just finishing up now, as well as Kvassten is going to be finishing up his own. Also putting a bunker there at the front, be able to make sure he has good defenses up. And has those cool looking Marines that I really like. I like the Zealots, which I believe are the Judicator Zealots, and these Marines and everything. They all look really cool. Now we see this Reaper actually coming in here, trying to poke a little bit more damage, actually getting out just in time, really low health, actually only 5 health there. And I don't think he got any more kills. He actually did, never mind, he got 1 more kill, so nothing too major there. And, you know, nothing that's going to absolutely wipe out Arnovic's economy, but did get a little bit of damage in there, not losing it just yet. Also researching the weapons upgrade here at the forge and getting his second, and it looks to be a 3rd gateway, maybe? Pylon and then a gateway, so we do have 3 gateways down now. It's nothing too crazy just yet. I guess my prediction is going to be wrong there for any sort of hidden structures early on. does have that forge down there and that pylon's range. Also has this mothership core down. He might be able to pick off this Reaper. The Reaper's getting away from him. Mothership core coming in here. Will he get any more kills? He does have a third worker kill. Maybe he'll get a fourth if he's able to get around here. Regenerating health. Targeting some of these probes now. The probes being moved around as quickly as possible, and does actually end up killing that Reaper there. But he did get 3 kills, so got a little bit of damage in there, but nothing too devastating. Keeping up this Marine count here at the front, we actually see that he has 2 barracks now, as well as getting the starport and the factory. He's getting a reactor on here, which leads me to think he might be getting some sort of Hellbats, or more likely Widow Mines. And also, again, the starport here, so we'll be able to start getting that medevac production up and any sort of Vikings that would be necessary against Colossus. So quite a few sentries out here, possibly force field the ramp, just keeping the general defense here on this natural base. And we do see that a hallucinating Phoenix is coming through here. He's probably going to be able to get all the information here. Nothing to really defend against this Phoenix. It's not going to cause any damage, but we'll be able to see everything that's going on. 2 medevacs coming out here, and also spots that factory. And Marine's not being pulled back, so he's going to see everything. And we're seeing that that Marauder production has actually begun from the Tech Lab barracks here. Also starting to get that stim pack upgrade. Again, continuing to upgrade Marines there, or continue to produce Marines. And he's also sending out this whole force now, and that hallucinated Phoenix, I'm pretty sure, was finished off or just disappeared. So I don't think he's going to see this push coming out. And he has a fairly small army, and it looks like this won't be much to, kind of fend off this army here. He only has a Zealot, 3 sentries, and a Stalker, as well as a Mothership core, and I don't think that's going to be an adequate defense at all, unless if he's able to get some force fields on the ramp here, warping in more Zealots. These Zealots will be good for tanking damage, unless if the Stutter Step is used on the Marine, which would cause quite a bit of problems here. And we also see the medevacs coming, so this could be hugely problematic here. Arnovic's going to have to pull off quite a really well micro defense to even defend against this. And here comes these Marines in, splitting up those Marines, and might be able to get quite a few units killed here. And we're also going to see that quite a few kills coming down here for the various units. Time Warp thrown down there, and also has quite a few force fields, so he's going to be able to make sure to get quite a bit of defense. When he's warping in as many units as possible, the units are just dying off. There's nothing really he can do at this point. Has that photon overcharge, that might be able to finish off the army here, but taking quite a bit of damage. Probes now coming out as well. He does not want to lose his base. The base is getting awfully low on health. He might be able to finish off the Marines and Marauders in time. Does he? He gets away with 8 health. I actually cannot believe that. That's 8 health. Wow, he can't believe it either. That is extremely crazy. 8 health. He got away with 8 health. That is crazy. Quite the defense, I will admit there. I was not expecting that defense. That was quite a big army there. And pulling off the probes, I will have to see. He does have 4 worker kills. So even though he pulled off those probes, not many workers were killed. I believe only 1 more. But he now has the lead in terms of units killed. So, I mean, this is quite the defense he pulled off here. Also has an Archon coming out now, so he might be able to turn this around. If you look from the base here, he is fairly well prepared. He might try to do some sort of drop play right here in the main base of Arnovic. Has quite a few more gateways coming down here, so he's really prepping for a big attack here. He might be able to get off a few medevac kills. Will he kill off any of these medevacs? I don't know. They're getting awfully low on health. But I don't think he's going to be able to actually officially kill any of these off. Might come in, be able to get a pylon kill here, and might be able to unpower some of these gateways, pulling in his army as quickly as possible. Doesn't want to lose that mothership core, so he keeps that mothership core back there a little bit. Has that photon overcharge. Might lose a gateway or 2 here. Actually, he might not. These 2 medevacs seem that they're going to be able to get away just fine. Only losing very few units there in that battle compared to what he had lost before. And he has this pylon down here in the center of the map. He probably will throw another one down here. We do see that this 3rd base is up. We don't have a 3rd base from Arnovic just yet. Has the 2 bunkers here to try to prep for defense. But this is quite the force that's coming in here. Quite a few Archons as well. If we look in the units tab, we'll see that there's 2 and the 3rd one coming in here now. So he's going to have quite the army headed in here. And I don't know if Kvassten is going to have the army to defend this. The army is coming out here. These Archons are not exactly doing the damage. Here they are. They're officially coming out, doing the damage they need to do. Killing off quite a few SCVs here. There's quite a few kills coming down here. starting to kill off a ton of those SCVs. He's up to 70, 18, might be 20 very soon. Worker kills, starting to get a ton of kills here. Probably will even kill off this third base. It looks like Arnovic's going to be able to kill off this third base. Head up right here in the natural. The natural doesn't have much in terms of defense unless if he's able to repair this bunker for long enough or tank with these SCVs. Tons of zealots though, so that probably won't matter with the SCVs. The SCVs are just dying off. There's tons of worker kills, so even if he gets through this battle, he's going to have so much economic damage, it's not even going to be worth it. You see tons of Archons dealing tons of damage here, even more zealots. Probably going to be able to wipe out the entire army here, and might just be able to go through here, feeding quite a few more bases. This looks like GG here, and I'm actually surprised. This is quite a turnaround. We're seeing as many units being pumped down as possible, but Kvassten doesn't look to have much of a defense. He might have to just give up here. This second base is going to survive, but there's really nowhere for him to land it at the moment. And he's going to try to get up through here, and now the Zealots are through. This is pretty much end game here. He does not have many units to defend. So close. GG. So congratulations to Arnovic for actually pulling off the win in that game. He did really well. I'm surprised that second base actually lasted and it's still regenerating health. So that just shows how close some of these latter games are. That's why I love them. Submit them to scbranmatt@gmail.com. I love seeing them, and I'd love to cast them. So I'm surprised this base survived. If it would have died, I think Arnovic would have actually lost the game, and getting away with 8 health, that's just amazing. So congratulations to Arnovic for actually turning around and pulling off a win out of this. And Kvassten did really well as well. I'm kind of surprised he didn't win earlier. But congratulations to both players. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you haven't already. Also, favorite if you liked it a lot. If you have not already as well, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.